Alrighty, so let's do the brakes. Again, this is the brake pad kits for the rear. If you can open the box. And there we go. Oh, do not use them on worn down brake discs. Alright. Should be the good kits. Nice, nice, nice. Some extra springs. And two new bolts. And of course, when you do them, always make sure to remind yourself that the brake pedal needs to be pushed a couple of times, so we hang it right over there so we don't forget. Nice. So take your gloves and your number 17 sockets. Take off the wheel. Let's do it. When you take off the last bolt, make sure the wheel is supported so it doesn't clink. And there we go. There we go. So we have number 13 bolt on there, and number 15 wrench to hold it in place while we take it off. And yep, looks pretty good. All right. Oh, let's grab our number 13 long sockets. A bit bigger wrench for some leverage. Yep. And our trusty Milwaukee. Up. Yes. Let's give it a smack. Yep. It's coming off. Nice. And that one too. Number 15 wrench, I forgot. I think it's 15. Let's check it out. Is it? Yes, it is. All right. So. Yep. It's one bolt. Then the second one. Just get on there. Come on. It's acting up a bit. A bit of rust. And there we go. Alrighty. Take off the caliper. You can just put it over here for the time being. I'm gonna push in the piston. Take off the old pads, of course. Yep. Nicely in time. Yep. This one too. This one was a little bit closer to the brake disc. Oh, sorry. Then seems like we have the good pads. I kind of already knew, so cheated a bit. Take off the springs, cleans up really nice, and let's get the piston tool. Yep. Torque comes over there. Piston tool. Then torque goes back. requires a compressor, so here we are. Most of the pistons take this number 7 tool right here. As you can see, it's almost worn down. Alrighty, let's take some shop air and press this sucker in. Oh, sorry, hit you. So make sure the little tabs go in the ring. Then activate the compressor, and you can see they just fit in there. Now most of the pistons require to turn them to don't wiggle the claw too much, the caliper, because there's steel lines on there, they can bend. But as we turn in the tool, up, give it a little pressure of the air, up, and normally we can see the piston going in if we turn it to the right. This one is a little bit stuck, so we need a little force. And we can always make this longer. Just grab the tube wrench, or how do you call it? Something like this, or a piece of tubing, and then we can make an extension, create some more leverage. And this one is going in pretty hard. Tells me that the caliper is not in super good shape anymore. This is for the parking brake. It's almost in, as you can see here. Eventually it will spin just freely. I think we're there. Yep. One more turn to make sure. Yep, it's it. Release the pressure. Put the caliper back here. All right. Now, let's clean up this part here. Two new pads, anti-seize. Up. Oh, easy. Anti-seize everywhere it glides. Should put on a little bit of grease, not too much. Also it will fall on your brakes, and grease is not good to brake. Yep. But if you don't get it, put it on, it will get stuck eventually. So, 2 springs, 1 new bolt, and a brush, and some brake cleaner. Up. Yep. Hit it with the brake cleaner, so dust doesn't get into your face too much. Also, pretty important, try to get it as clean as possible. Make sure the glide pins are moving fine, and they are. Yep, looking pretty nice, looking pretty good. If you're not sure, you can always take a screwdriver make sure that everything is nice and tight. No hard spots, no hard debris, as you can see here. Well, it's nothing to worry about. Up. One more brush. There we go. Now put in the springs again. Push them on there. And they have a little slot. They go, as a matter of fact, I'll show you. They have a slot, they go in over here. So this should be cleaned too. Yep. And over here, the same thing. Make sure debris is out. Yep. And now put in the springs, and we make sure that the little legs of the spring here are seated in the space where it should be going in. Yep. And there we go. So when we turn and spin the disc, it doesn't make contact, else you will have a noise. That's not good. So, oh, what am I doing? Yep. Yep. One went in good. The other one needs a little bit of help. Of the pocket screwdriver. Yep. And there we go. There we go. Nice. No contact. Good. Take your pads. This angle. Push them forward. Up. Goes in nice. Same thing over here. Slide them in at an angle and then wiggle them forward. Make sure it's good. Alright. Take your caliper. Push these ones, the glide pins, bit in. Hopla. Take your old bolt and take the new bolt and thread them in, and we're almost ready to roll. Milwaukee number 15, and there we go. Apply them by hand, of course. And bam! Up. I'm rushing a bit because my SD card is almost full, I think. Yep, nice and tight. Check it. And this is how you do it. Put on the wheel, 120 Newton meters for the bolts. I just want to show you fast. And that's it. Yep. Take a socket so it's easier to put them in. If you can't align the wheel immediately with the holes, just wiggle it back and forth and continue to slide. Or someone can press the brake and then you can put on the handbrake. Yep. Thread one in, just quickly by hand, and the rest with the machine. And if you're using the Milwaukee, the stubby, number 2 setting, if you tighten them correctly, is approximately 120 Newton meters. There we go. Number 2 setting. up, 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 up. 120 Newton meters. Hopla. Of course, you always put on the car. And check it with our torque wrench. 120, just to show you that the stubby is pretty correct. Yep, 120, that's it. The blue one is number 17. A little bit longer, so I have a little bit play with me here. And up, nearly 120. Yep, as a matter of fact, it was 118 perhaps. Yep. So, that's it for the brakes. Other side is from me, of course. See you!